Hello everybody, welcome back by a new video. Today it's time for a video about this very tiny streetlight fixture, the Philips HRL. So this is a classic Dutch fixture, it's been very common. It's also a very interesting one. It's very small, it's just above 30 centimeters actually. It runs a 80 watt Mercury Vapour bulb with an external ballast. And it's made by Philips. So this obviously is the smallest version of this fixture. You have fixtures with internal ballast where those are longer and they kind of look like those American Cobra head fixtures when they have a ballast in them. This one is without the ballast in most cases, at least the oldest version. Some of these fixtures, since they are very good quality, are converted to PL or low pressure sodium. And those do have the ballast in them, but the old Mercury Vapour ballast obviously didn't fit in here. So this is obviously glass with a lot of refractors and everything in it to spread the light. And the glass is held together by one clip on here that pretty much keeps it all together. And here we have part for the pole arm, which is very small. Use the old Dutch streetlight standard, which they don't really fit on the newer poles. The newer poles are a lot wider. So let's open the fixture up with this one little clip on the top, and the ball pretty much comes off like this. You can actually take the entire ball off by putting it downwards. So the ball is actually a pretty dangerous thing. Because if they break, they are extremely sharp. I don't think I've ever had sharp glass, and I've actually had one of these balls break before, and it's very dangerous. It really cuts your finger open, not just a bit like with a knife, but it really must be a lot of blood and pain. But yeah, in here we pretty much had nothing but a socket. I actually had to replace the socket because it had an E40 socket in it, but I don't have working 125 watt Mercury Vapour bulbs with like the E40 base. But yeah, this is all nice and everything. I think 80 watt fits this fixture better too. 125 watt barely fits. And here's the connection block and the wires going into the socket right there. So yeah, it's a very basic fixture. It's nothing too fancy or anything. Outside of that, these do have a pretty big vibe, and they actually used to be very common here. I don't really think that people could have imagined, or collectors could have imagined this fixture ever getting rare, but here we are. And let's turn this thing on. Oh yeah, we haven't really taken a look at the ballast. But this is the ballast. It's just a very standard Philips BHL ballast for 80 watt and 125 watt Mercury Vapour. So bulb does turn beautifully pink, but the camera doesn't really show that well, sadly. That does look pretty great. I'll turn all of the lights off so you can kind of see it a lot better. Yeah, I always like with the shape of this fixture, it's kind of how most artists would draw a street light, very simple with just a pole and kind of what looks like a ball. And I think that this fixture is actually based, design-wise, based off that design that the artist would draw, which definitely makes it very unique. I've never seen it, especially, I mean, nowadays tiny streetlight fixtures are pretty common, but for like 40-50 years ago it was actually quite rare to have a fixture that's this tiny. Yeah, that's kind of the Mercury Vapour bulb on full brightness, I guess. For Mercury Vapour standards, they never really get that bright. So I'll turn the lights on and the fixture off. So yeah, thanks for watching, have a nice day and see you in the next video.